Hello YouTube, 3D Printed Life here, and here is my 2-up. This is the day 8 update. I apologize for the noise it's making. There's a piece that's loose that I really have to fix, and that'll obviously stop the noise. Like, you can see if I hold it. Oh, it's quiet again for a bit. But yeah, so I've done quite a bit since then. This is day 8. Last update was day 5. I still have to print a case for this guy, and I'm going to mount him up on top here in the case. Stop being so loud. Printed out one of these guys, which holds this up here pretty nicely. It's got a tiny gap, but it doesn't let it slip out. And it's supposed to feed the filament too through a hole, but the hole's too small, so that's not working. Since then I've done a few more prints. What's new? Top is new. I tried support for the first time. It did not work very well. I adjusted the settings, so hopefully the next print with support should be better. I printed this little cup in 0.1 millimeter layer height, or 0.1 millimeter. As you can see, hopefully, come on, focus. I gotta show this. Well, it's not gonna focus, but it is ridiculously good quality, I will tell you that much. The only bad spot is around back, because it got too hot. And actually I did print a fan mount. Fan bracket that just kind of tapes onto the stepper and screws in through the fan. So that should help reduce problems like that little splotchiness, the furriness. Also, I have printed. My friend is building a project, so I did my biggest print ever. Here we go, here it is. This took a total of about 4 hours. Big piece was 3.5, and then there's this little piece on top that screws on, that holds on the bearing, and that was another 20 minutes or so. Oop. So, I mean, as you can see, it's got a bearing and a groove for a belt, because this is the end piece. The 2 rods go in there, and then there's going to be a second end piece with the stepper on it. Oh. The stepper, this is a custom designed pulley I made that seems to work very well. It's got a nut embedded in there. You can kind of see it. And then the set screw. And this is just for the belt. And so all I have to print now for his thing is the other end piece to go along with this guy that'll hold the stepper. And then other various things. And I'll definitely show you that when it's done too. I'm sure he wouldn't mind showing it off. So this is done now. We got another one of the Harry Potter pendants, just because they look so cool. I made this one a little bigger and in the 0.1 millimeter layer height. So I'm gonna pause so I can get it off. Now I do believe this is the first video which included a 3D print actually finishing in the time of the video. So I'll just let you know how I do it. I have this paint scraper that actually works very well. I would definitely recommend it. A normal knife will work too, but for bigger prints, this is really good to just kind of get under there and gently pry it up. Much safer. So this thing, it's spinning, but as it prints, as it's first printed out, it is a bit stiff. Not surprising, that's how the last one was. I just kind of spun it like 100 times, and it eventually worked itself out, but I can't exactly do that with one hand. But let's see, the 0.1 millimeter layer height. On the side, I was stupid, I did infill. It should have made it solid, because that would have made the sides look better. Come on. No, you're not focused. Can't wait till I get a new camera, or phone, so this will actually focus better. But yeah, there it is. Pretty good. Higher quality, higher anyway than the other one. Feels nicer. On the sides, it's smoother and all that. So, upgrades to come. Going to 3D print a new extruder that will have a belt clamp built in, so I don't have to have this little piece of wood rattling around like I do now. Going to eventually replace the gantry once I get the black filament that I ordered from the Kickstarter campaign because I want to make it black so it matches a bit better and looks nicer. And then I'm also going to be printing some dampening kind of strut feet that I made for this guy. It lifts it up only a tiny bit, and the feet go out a little, so it should actually make it a little more stable, if anything, and it should reduce the vibrations that are going through my desk and resonating and making a whole bunch of noises. So, other than that, I think that's about it. Also, just so you know, yeah, that's right, I released 2 tutorial-like videos that will help you get your printer set up. First one's assembly tips, second is how to connect it to your Windows computer. I can't do Mac because unfortunately I don't have a Mac to, you know, do it on, and I don't know how it would, so you're on your own if you're on a Mac. I'm sure there's plenty of forums about it. But soon to come will be how to set up your slicer settings, how to basically use Repetier Host, all the little features of it, and then finally how to print. That's really it. And then once you know how to print, it's just a matter of tweaking your settings until your quality gets up as high as you'd like it. So thank you all for watching this day 8 update. I'll see you all later.